Cancer. So here's your short heads up video for all the astrological energies for the month of October. And that's for the Sun in Cancer or for the Ascendant, also known as the rising sign. Cancer, tell me, how has Mercury Retrograde been affecting you over the last 3 weeks? Have you found that communication really has been a little bit of a problem, with a few snags and lost messages, people not getting back to you, miscommunication, and all nature of difficulties to do with kind of connecting with people close to and also at a distance? Well, you will be relieved to hear that Mercury finally goes direct on the 2nd of October. Now, it will be in what's known as its shadow phase for about another 10, 12 days beyond that, because it has to get back into Libra, which of course is the part of your chart to do with your home and your family. And that might be bringing some nice kind of connecting and connections with family you haven't seen for a while, or people that you consider family even though you're not blood related. And that's nice energy, and there feels like a nice kind of balancing going on with your home life. But what else have we got going on this month, Cancer? Because also we have Pluto, the planet of transformation, that is in Capricorn, in the part of your chart to do with your very significant close one-to-one relationships, finally going direct. This is good news. This is super good news, because it's moving direct again in this part of your chart, and it's going to help kind of break with the past, to look at what has been and what has gone on with those close personal relationships that may not have worked out well, and to kind of understand and see better what that was about for you. You know, everything that happens in our life happens for a reason and to teach us something. And this Pluto moving forward on the 8th really is going to open up kind of some different thinking around what all that has been about for you. What else have we got going on? Well, Mars, of course, is in Gemini, and it's in that part of your chart where you can feel a little bit confined, restricted, where you're being urged to look within and you don't want to. Not my fault, not taking responsibility, etc. And with Mars here, you are actually very energized and active about finding ways to kind of work with that inner self of yours and try and, you know, use a bit of that Pluto energy over there in the 7th house and transform who you are and know yourself better. Now, Mars is actually going to go retrograde on the 30th, and it will be retrograde till January the 12th. So this is a long retrograde, and so it's going to be in this part of your chart for several months, in fact, till virtually the end of March next year. So I have done already a separate video on that Mercury in Gemini, and I am going to do a separate one all about the Mercury retrograde. Sorry, I'm talking about the wrong planets. Mars retrograde in your 12th house. We also need to look a little bit more closely at what's going on at home, because it's not just Mercury that has been going retrograde and causing delays and problems with family members in this part of your chart, but you've got the Sun and you've got Venus, the planet of love and relationship. And really, the Sun is shedding light on your family and helping you to see how actually your family relationships are terribly important to you. You know, I know they say we can't choose our family, but we can choose our friends. But we do have to live with our family, and we do have to kind of work with them in a way that is helpful for all concerned. And I think this energy of the Sun and Venus in this part of your chart is really going to help you with this. And Saturn, of course, that's in Aquarius, in the part of your chart that is to do with your joint resources and also significant endings that may need or have taken place in your life. This planet is now going to go direct. It's been retrograde for a while, and on the, I think it's the 23rd, it actually goes direct. And that's just going to, it's like your foot is taken off the brakes, and you just see a way through the kind of, I don't know, storm that you've been negotiating with anything that's to do with kind of joint investments, amongst other things. Jupiter also in Aries is going retrograding into Pisces on the 28th. And that's from your house of work and career into your house of long distance travel. Are you thinking of perhaps looking at, I don't know, some internet sites about traveling and what you could perhaps do next year? Because, you know, when Jupiter actually goes direct towards the end of the year, you might actually book something up. But I'll come to that later in the year. So shall we see what your tarot card is for the month? Now, I've got my super big, kind of heavy duty. I think I'm going to completely use these. And anyway, I never know what's going to come out. You know, it's not a pack of all the same cards. I'm just going to see what leaps out for us for the sign of Cancer. So let's see what we get. As you can see, they're quite difficult to shuffle. And we are going to have this one. We're going to have, oh my God, Cancer. You are not going to believe what you've got. This is so super cool for you. Here we go. Look at those 9 cups. This, my dear Cancerians, is the card on which you can make a wish. Now remember, are you a Cancer ascendant? You too have a wish of something working out very positively for you. Cancer Sun, you too have the opportunity with this energy of a dream manifesting. The only kind of caveat, interesting word that, about this energy is that we have to be careful that we don't kind of have expectations that are really too grand. Because even though it looks quite grand in this card, what we can achieve in the fulfillment of our wishes, we also have to make sure we keep them within a realistic framework. So kind of bear that in mind when you're sitting there busily manifesting, Cancer. So a lovely card for you. I think of all the signs, if you've got this card with you for the month of October, then I think there's a very good chance that it will be a much better month for you than you can perhaps have anticipated. Okay, so Cancer, thank you so much for joining me for your astrological look at October and at your tarot card. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.